Good to see you back on Mentory TV. Well, 2020 has been a tough year to say the least. The COVID-19 pandemic hit and it doesn't let off. And there is tragedy and heartbreak across the globe. But even in times like this, in times of crisis, there's something positive to be found. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. And due to my YouTube channel, Mentory TV, I was able to reach out to brilliant minds and visionaries and people in general sharing their insights and their thoughts with us here on the platform. So I thought, why not package it together, call it Review 2020 and offer it to you in this kind of condensed packages. And at this point, let me also say thank you that you've been joining our community, are loyal and keeping curious. So I hope you're going to enjoy this kind of Review 2020.
Well, I think advice. I mean, this morning we got a couple of emails from people saying, they're just graduating from university. What should they do? So, I just give them the same advice my dad gave me, which was, find an industry that you enjoy. I think that's critically important. Find a company inside that industry that you enjoy and you're fun to work at or you're interesting to work at. Build a reputation in it. I don't mean, external reputation, but internally with, not just with the people inside the company, but all the clients, all the suppliers, but also investors and fund managers, etc. And then, after a period of time, if you fancy it, have a go on your own. I mean, that's what he said to me, and that's basically what I followed. Yeah, no, you may choose to stay. I mean, this is counter to a lot of the advice that people give. I mean, the other advice would be learn Chinese and code. I think that is two languages that everybody should have, and I don't have either. But so I think that's really important still, even with the G2 split, with deglobalization, with the growing gulf between the developed nations and the faster growing markets, all of which, worry me. I still think learning Chinese and code are the two key languages, in addition to English, obviously, and maybe Spanish, maybe. So I think
no Hungarian there.
I should, and maybe I should throw French in, but and German. But having said,
just learn the languages. You can speak. You don't have anything to say, but hey, you can speak.
Well, I'm just like the British generally. We just speak English and that's it. There's a little bit of Yiddish, but there's nothing more. So I think that's the advice, but that runs counter to what everybody thinks is the right thing to do now, which is to flip from flower to flower. To go from one company to another or one job to another. I still don't think that's the right thing to do. And then the other thing I think is invest in the company in which you're in, because that's the company you know best. I mean, if it's a bad investment, don't. But my dad used to say, the company you know most about is the company you work in.
I'm saying that not only can we protect ourselves from COVID-19, but we also can reverse the diseases that people presently have, like high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, blockages in your heart, coronary artery disease, autoimmune conditions like psoriasis, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, asthma. I'm saying fibromyalgia, chronic headaches. I'm saying that nutritional excellence is therapeutically more effective than drugs. And you don't have to give people pills that cause cancer, that are poisonous, to reduce symptoms.
Let me quickly interrupt the conversation to say thank you that you are here with me on the channel. If you do enjoy what I'm putting out, the in-depth kind of conversations, then why don't you subscribe and also hit the bell button so I can keep you informed with our newest releases. Thanks for that in advance, and let's get back to the conversation.
Patricia, when I focused this business years ago, I focused on the fact, could you build a business model that worked, right? Regardless of whether it was climate change oriented or not. Because as you know, companies want to go green, but people want to go green in a way that doesn't cost them any more money. I think we've came up with a solution that allows them to go green, and it reduces the cost of the operations.
Because this crisis is completely unprecedented. We have no idea, and we have no crisis like the one we are facing today. It is clear that even the previous crisis, 2008, 2012, was completely different. Today is deeper, and it is different also because there's an external threat that was not the case 10 years ago. So it is unprecedented, and we have the problem of the fact that in the past years, at the end of the day, when the sun was out, we didn't fix the roof of our European construction. That is my maybe first important take. And we didn't fix the roof because the sun was there. And so we thought, okay, it's not so important, it's not so urgent. But now a new crisis, unprecedented, a deeper crisis is there. And so we think that maybe we have to fix the roof, but maybe today is too late because the storm is there, is an unprecedented storm. So I think it's right, Michel, when he says it is necessary to think outside the box, because there are tools that we used in the past, and we have to continue to do it, but we have to invent and to create a new toolbox. So my point is how to create a new toolbox, how to find a creative new activity today at European level.